If life were a movie, Cristiano Ronaldo's story would be the one that makes the audience rise to their feet, cheering through tears. It's a journey from poverty to power, from doubt to domination, from an island no one cared about, to a name the whole planet chants. This is the life of Cristiano Ronaldo explained in 10 minutes, but remembered for eternity. It all began on February 5, 1985, on the small island of Madeira, Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born into struggle. His father worked as a kitman, and his mother was a cook. They didn't have much sometimes, not even enough to eat properly, but they had love, and Cristiano had a dream. He didn't grow up surrounded by luxury or fame. He grew up surrounded by challenges. The neighborhood was rough, the resources few, but football was everywhere. From the moment he could walk, he chased the ball. He'd play barefoot on the streets, using anything as a goalpost. He wasn't playing for fun, he was playing like his future depended on it. Because deep down, he knew it did. By the age of 8, Ronaldo joined his first local club, Madeira, where his father worked. Coaches immediately noticed something different, a spark. He wasn't just talented, he was obsessed. He cried when he lost, practiced alone when others went home, and played like he had something to prove to the universe. By 12, he left everything behind: his home, his island, his mother's cooking, his friends, to move to Lisbon and join Sporting CP. Imagine that. A kid, barely a teenager, hundreds of miles from home, all for a dream that most called impossible. He lived in a dorm, missed his family terribly, and often cried himself to sleep. But he never stopped training. Every tear turned into fuel. Every setback became motivation. At Sporting, he began to rise. He had the speed, the dribbling, the hunger. Soon his performances caught attention beyond Portugal. But the defining moment came in 2003, a friendly match against Manchester United. That night, an 18-year-old Ronaldo danced through the United defense, making world-class players look ordinary. After the match, United's players told Sir Alex Ferguson, "Boss, you need to sign that kid." Days later, Cristiano Ronaldo became a Manchester United player. When he arrived, he was young, skinny, and spoke little English. But Sir Alex saw greatness waiting to explode. The manager gave him the number 7 shirt, the same number worn by legends like George Best, Eric Cantona, and David Beckham. For Ronaldo, it was both an honor and a burden. But he didn't run from it. He embraced it. That was the moment CR7 was born. He worked harder than anyone. He trained after training. He studied every move, every shot, every mistake. He built his body into a machine, fast, strong, unstoppable. Just a few seasons, he transformed from a flashy winger into a goal-scoring weapon. 2008 was his breakthrough year. He won the Premier League, the Champions League, the Golden Boot, and his first Ballon d'Or. The boy from Madeira had become the best player in the world. But Cristiano wasn't satisfied. Greatness for him wasn't a destination, it was a lifestyle. In 2009, he made a move that changed football forever, signing for Real Madrid for a world record fee. The pressure was enormous. Millions expected him to fail. But he didn't just meet expectations, he destroyed them. At Madrid, he evolved from brilliant to legendary. He scored goals like a machine, 40, 50, 60 a season. Every shot seemed destined for the net. Every game, history was rewritten. He became the club's all-time top scorer with 450 goals in just 438 games, a number that still seems unreal. But what made Ronaldo different wasn't just his talent, it was his mindset. He wasn't born the most gifted, but he made himself the most complete. His discipline, his diet, his recovery routines, every detail was perfected. While others partied, he practiced. While others celebrated, he focused on the next challenge. In 2013 and 2014, his hard work brought rewards. He won his second and third Ballon d'Ors. Then in 2016, he led Portugal to their first ever major international trophy, the European Championship. That moment was pure poetry. He got injured early in the final and had to leave the field in tears. But instead of disappearing, he stood on the sideline, shouting, motivating, commanding, as if destiny refused to let him be silent. When Portugal lifted the trophy, the world saw not just a footballer, but a leader, a warrior, a national hero. He didn't stop there. At Real Madrid, he continued to dominate Europe, winning 3 consecutive Champions League titles from 2016 to 2018, an achievement that may never be repeated. By now, the name CR7 wasn't just a player's identity. It was a brand, a movement, a mindset. Then came the next chapter, Juventus. People said he was too old, that his prime was over. But once again, Ronaldo silenced the doubters. He conquered Italy, winning titles, scoring goals, and proving that age is just a number when your will is unbreakable. In 2021, he returned to Manchester United, the club where it all began. The world watched as he once again carried the team, delivering unforgettable moments like his emotional return to Old Trafford, the roar of the crowd, the tears, the glory. Later, he began a new journey in Saudi Arabia with Al Nassr. Critics called it the end. But for Ronaldo, it was never about what people said. It was about continuing to inspire, to grow, to lead football into new lands. And even now, in his late 30s, he keeps scoring, keeps winning, keeps breaking records. Because for him, greatness doesn't retire. Beyond football, Cristiano built an empire: CR7 hotels, clothing lines, gyms, fragrances. But what truly defines him isn't the money or fame, it's his story. A story of a boy who dreamed beyond his circumstances, who refused to accept limits, who turned every no into next. His father passed away before he saw his son reach the pinnacle. His mother, his biggest supporter, watched her boy go from the narrow streets of Madeira to the grandest stages in history. Cristiano never forgot his roots. Every goal, every trophy, every tear it was for the family that believed in him when no one else did. Today, Cristiano Ronaldo stands as one of the greatest athletes of all time. Over 850 career goals, 5 Ballon d'Ors, 5 Champions League titles, dozens of domestic trophies, and countless records that may stand for decades. But what's more impressive is that every single one of those achievements came from sheer will, not luck. He once said, "Your love makes me strong, your hate makes me unstoppable." And that's his secret. He turned criticism into energy, pain into power, and setbacks into motivation. Cristiano Ronaldo's life isn't just about football, it's about what happens when you give everything you have for your dream. It's about showing that no matter where you start, you can rise to the very top if you believe enough, work enough, and never give up. Because Ronaldo's story isn't just his own, it's the story of every dreamer who refuses to quit. Every person who wakes up early, trains harder, sacrifices more, and dares to believe that one day the world will know their name. So when we say CR7, we're not just talking about a football player. We're talking about a mindset, a legacy, a symbol of what's possible. From Madeira to Madrid, from dreams to destiny, this is Cristiano Ronaldo's life. Explained in 10 minutes, lived with a lifetime of fire, and remembered forever.